4 games to go, and our battle against relegation starts right now with Sevilla. Hello there everybody, welcome back to the channel. Dodgy Gamer here with another episode of Andorra, the double challenge, in which I take charge of the club, FC Andorra, and the country of Andorra and try to lead them both along the road to glory. Today we're focused more on the road to survival. You can see it just off to the side here. It's the relegation battle part of the season. We're come down to crunch time. 4 games left for the bottom 6 clubs. Any combination of those 6 clubs could potentially go down. We are currently 2 places above the relegation zone and 3 points above the relegation zone. Remember, we've got that head-to-head advantage over Getafe, so we essentially have another point advantage on them as well. But you'll also see in the mix Eibar and Vigo Malaga on 22 points, so not gone by any means yet. They could still escape and put pressure on us. Valladolid maybe they're close to safety, but they could still easily get sucked in with the wrong kind of results. So you will hopefully just about be able to see over here, these are the remaining FC Andorra fixtures. Sevilla, which will be the first match today, then Valladolid, and that's all our home games done for the season. Then we travel away to Villareal in 4th and Valencia in 7th. I do hope we don't need any points by then. This episode, we're just going to play through those games until it's over, until either we're safe or we're relegated or the season's over, just whatever happens first. Getafe have it tough though as well. They've still got Barcelona and Atletico Madrid to play. Then they've also got Eibar and Malaga to play, so a couple of massive relegation 6-pointers there. Eibar themselves, Athletic Bilbao and Granada from the top end of the table. Vigo have got Real Sociedad, Espanyol and Real Madrid, possibly the toughest run in there for Vigo. Malaga also playing 3 teams from the top 10, Granada, Real Betis and Real Sociedad. Valladolid also got a couple of teams there, Real Betis again, Real Sociedad. So, you know, everyone's got tough matches, everyone's got must-win matches. We've just got to beat them all. Just to quickly bring you up to date on results since the last episode, which was that 1-1 draw with Eibar, with that dramatic injury time penalty. We then did it. We got that win at home to Tenerife. Aitor with the early goal, and we were able to hold on for an invaluable 3 points, but then lost every other game by a goal. We lost 2-1 at Real Betis. It was a crazy start to the match. They scored straight from the kickoff. Then we scored straight from the kickoff. It was 1-1 with only 2 minutes on the clock. They scored just before half-time. We just couldn't break them down in the second half. Espanyol, high-flying team, up in 3rd place at the time they came. They scored an early goal. Again, we just couldn't break them down. Baltazar was back by this point, but struggling for match sharpness. We were without Perez. We were without Aitor. It was a tough game. Real Sociedad away then came. I thought we'd done it. Baltazar equalised on 77 minutes, but we conceded. It's again a late goal costing us points, and that's left us where we are today. I mean, we could be on for a record low points total for survival this time. All right, first round of match results in, and Valladolid have lost to Leganés. I mean, of course, they're above us. It doesn't help us get any safer, but it's good to know that those teams are losing. So now we've got the 4 o'clock kickoff. Right after us, Getafe will play Barcelona. Hopefully we can get something out of this game against Sevilla. Sevilla are 11th in the league. They started the season terribly, but then they sacked their manager around January, and then their form started to pick up. They're actually, as you can see here, one of the form sides in the league at the moment, having won their last 5. They've also just won the Cup, so they'll be on high from that. But then hopefully, with European football already secured for next season, they might be a bit complacent. We are going for our 4-1-4-1 formation that we used in Division 2 last season, so it's a little bit more cautious, but still can get the goals. Hopefully it's going to balance out for us. If it doesn't, we'll just switch to our more attacking formation. Assistant manager says, tell them there's no pressure, but there is a bit of pressure. We've got to get a result. We're the underdogs. Let's do it. didn't really have the desired effect. I mean, training has been great. No bad performances in training. Lots of positive performances. Let's see how that translates to the pitch. Right, the first of potentially 4 games in this episode. Absolutely massive episode. If we can stay up, obviously, that would be great. There's going to be money implications there, that we'll have income. We'll have, hopefully, prize money. We'll have big pot of TV money for next season, as Sevilla nearly take an early lead. If we get relegated, it won't be the end of the world, but I do have a lot of my players with release clauses in their contracts, which are going to come into play. If we do go down, then other players who are going to be on high wages that we perhaps won't be able to afford in the lower division. We've got the new stadium under construction. You know, there's a lot of things riding on this. We're not in a perilous position. Our finances are decent. We're in the green in the bank account, but, you know, we don't want to risk that. We don't want to jeopardize that. Just like we don't want to jeopardize our chances of keeping a clean sheet here. As Sevilla have had the early play, it has to be said. Let's see, can we put their keeper under pressure here? No. Ooh, every so often something comes out of one of those. They do a quick counter and a good save by Banus, who is playing his 200th game for the club today. We should point that out. Hopefully it's, you know, a milestone for him to celebrate and not one he'd rather forget. Baltazar plays it into Guedes, Cisse, and I thought we were getting a highlight there, but we're not. Well, no highlights since those early exchanges, but it's us here with a chance to do something. Macias latches onto the long ball, he's through, but his shot is too close to the goalkeeper. That would have been a great time to score. As it is, we go in 0-0. We didn't see many highlights, but it seems like we started to take control of that game in the latter part of the half, so we've got to keep that going. We've got to keep that momentum going. So yeah, I'm pleased with how things are going. Keep it up. Get back out there. At least hold on to the draw. At least hold on to the draw. That's what I'm thinking at the moment. Right, free kick for us. It goes through to Baltazar. Baltazar with the shot. And the second he got the rebound, It's his 14th goal of the season, and we are 1-0 up. Yes, Artola just picked it out. Baltazar, beautiful first touch. Keeper saves it, but it looks like it's going to bounce out for a corner. Baltazar reacts quicker than anybody else. He's got his mojo back, but we've also got a highlight straight from the kickoff. I hope this is not an immediate equaliser. Come on, boys, close that down. Get the ball off them. Do not let them score an instant equaliser here. Fleming bats it away. Oh, the danger's still not gone. It's still not gone, and they did get that immediate equaliser. Bastards. Right then, Oscar Patino not having a huge impact on the game, so we've taken him off. We've put Rico in the defensive midfielder. We've pushed Guedes up a little bit further into the central midfield, see if that makes any kind of difference. Portillo's a wonder kid, but, you know, he hasn't impressed me much. Right, we'll bring on Balde for Perez now. Balde will play as an inside forward, maybe mix things up a bit in the final few minutes. But are we heading for a 1-1 draw? I mean, you want to win your home games. And, that Baltazar game gave us hope. But it looks like it's going to be 1-1. Indeed, 1-1. At least that gives us 4 points. If Getafe beat Barcelona, they still won't be able to overtake us. And yes, Getafe have lost to Barcelona, only 1-0, but a defeat's a defeat. We maintain our 4-point advantage. Well, before we get on to Eibar and Vigo's games, the FC Andorra point, they were obviously impressed with that point, and they want to offer me a new contract. My contract's going to expire in like a month's time. All right, so let's have a look. What's going to come in? This is the current 5-year plan, stay in the wage budget, fight against relegation, and then they want us to just continue remaining. Keep on keeping on. So they're offering me 3 years, and let's try and get that to a nice round 10 grand a week. 3 years is good though, work within the wage budget, stay as manager, of course. Should I ask for any bonuses? Maybe the future is time for that. I just want to get that contract guaranteed before, yep, they're happy with that, before we get relegated. Alright, so that's all confirmed, the board are happy, and we've got the news item as well onto our £10,000 a week. I don't know about you, viewers, what you would do in that situation. I mean, I find when I'm doing a journeyman, I'm more likely to haggle the contract a bit and try and get the best deal, and then that kind of justifies me walking away from the club if needs be. But when it's something like this, a save like this, when you're building up one club and you're intending to stay with them right through to the end, I just take whatever they offer most of the time, as long as it's not insulting. Okay, Vigo getting a hard-earned point away to Real Sociedad. And Malaga losing, that's all good. Eibar playing the Monday night match, they're spreading the relegation fixtures out. Wow, and it's another draw. Eibar, Atletico Bilbao. Even with 10 men, Eibar still got a point away. That's huge. But as it is, no one picks up a win there in that round of games, so we've now increased our gap over Getafe by a point. We play Valladolid next. Oof. Ooh, the second game of 4 then, as we get ready to take on Valladolid. Vigo are up first though, let's see how they do. Again, it's a draw. It's a draw. No one's able to pick up the wins at this point. It could technically be all over today if things go our way, because we've got 4 points on Vigo and Getafe. Vigo haven't played a game more. If we can win today, I don't want to jinx it, but if we can win today, and if Getafe lose, that's 7 points and safety. So we're switching things up. We're going for the 4-2-3-1. We've got Cortina coming back in. That's one thing I need to sort out so we can be more effective with this next season, is having a good, solid attacking midfielder. Baltazar up front, though, we'll be looking for him. Perez and Aitor, we'll be looking for them to be on form as well. I mean, the midfield, Cortina aside, the midfield and the attack is solid. The defence are young and need to improve. Banu's game 201 for the club, but he's someone that we might have to replace in the summer. Right back, I'm thinking we need a new right back as well. Everyone else, though, is young, and we're looking for them to develop as we move into our next season, hopefully in La Liga. Right, I've emphasised that we could secure our survival here today, which has struck a chord with a lot of them. It's just these attacking players, Aitor, Perez and Baltazar, who I need a little bit more oomph from, but I've got faith in you. Got faith in the defence and the keeper as well. Of course I have. Happy, motivated, gaining confidence. Nice. Okay, pre-match niceties done. Little huddle from the players, little jump up and down to get the blood pumping, get the adrenaline going, and see if we can get the desired result. But it starts with a Valladolid throw-in, and ooh, good, Fleming got to that first, but the danger's not clear yet. They're still inside the box, they're still coming at us. But now we've got the break. It's Baltazar, holds it up, knocks it out wide to Aitor. Aitor's header is misdirected. Ooh, lots of back and forth early on. Lopez is through now. Banuz just picks it up, just walks up to him, picks it up off the floor. Wow. The highlight continues, though. And is there going to be something coming out of this? Portillo. Nice little ball to Cortina. Cortina skips past one player, 2 players, shoots straight at the keeper. Probably a bit rusty. Free kick then for Valladolid, and Crusher's picked up a yellow. Oh, why do my defenders, my centre-backs always pick up yellows early in matches, it would seem. Anyway, probably should take off the get stuck in instruction at some point. Baltazar, oh, he goes for a little placed shot, but not quite enough on that, I think. All right, we're starting to settle into a groove now. Here comes Macias. Come on, let's capitalise on this with a goal. Cortina with the shot. Too close to the keeper. And now they've got a chance to launch a counter-attack. Not if we get there first. So Portillo driving forward. Okay, plays it back to Artola, who's sitting a bit deep. I have told the fullbacks to do that, not to do the overlapping runs so much. I want them hitting crosses from deep, though. I want them playing in the wingers. Aitor with the shot. Ooh, that gets us a corner. We've dominated so far. Look at that, 9 shots and 8 of them on target. Wow, I haven't seen that before. Normally, at this point, it's like 9 shots and 2 on target or something. But we've got to convert that dominance into a goal. Oh, is it coming here? Is it coming here? Aitor. Terrible ball. Terrible ball. Completely misplaced that. Should have just played it along the floor to one of the guys in the centre. Never mind, though. We've won it back. Aitor with a chance to redeem himself. He's going to charge through, and he shoots, and he misses. Oh, dear. This is the point where you start to worry. that, Valladolid, they've sat back so much. They've barely created anything, and then they're just going to sucker punch us before half-time. And here it comes. Ooh, the shot is hard and hopeful, but ultimately nothing comes of it. But good play out to Artola. Artola is a loanee, but he's been good. I would like to keep him, if we can. As Aitor goes for glory again, I did tell him in the pre-match briefing to stick to the wide areas, but he's playing like an inside forward. He keeps cutting inside and going for goal. Right, well, we've dominated, but we've got absolutely nothing to show for it. 17 shots, 10 on target, dominated possession, but apart from a yellow card, nothing's gone down in the referee's notebook yet. I went with I'm not happy with your performance just because I knew it would fire them up. I'm actually pretty happy with their performance, but never mind. Let's just get them out there. Aitor's on a 6.0. Yes, we are actually going to say to him individually that I'm not happy with your performance. We'll give him a chance. But then we're going to have to bring Balde on if he's not performing. Right, Aitor's just getting worse. He's dropped down now to a 5.7. He's inspired by my feedback, but... I said Balde. I didn't pick Balde, did I? I picked Sieta. So Sieta can come on. He can play as an inverted winger. Yeah, that's better for him than an inside forward. So we'll let him do that. We'll mix things up a bit. We'll shake it up a bit. We'll make Perez onto attack. So maybe a bit too attacking up there, but we'll manage. Right then, Sieta, you were the hero against Eibar, rescuing that point for us. I've got faith in you, sorry. He's deep in thought. You don't want a player deep in thought on the pitch. You want a player full of action. Great, now Cortina has picked up a knock. Ankle injury, so can drop Baltazar back. We'll play him as Tracatista, and we're going to put Navarro on up front. Koulibaly, I've kind of given up on him as a bit of a January panic buy at the moment. He's just not hit form yet. Make the difference. That's motivated him. Come on, Navarro. You scored once this season. You can do it again. Throw in for us. We haven't seen much in the way of highlights in this half, and it's Valladolid on the attack. I don't like the look of this. Oh, Artola heads it away. Good stuff. Woo. Sieta picks the ball up and he goes on a run. Hopefully he's going to be a bit more purposeful and direct than Aitor was. Deep cross. It's not really cleared. Navarro with it now. Oh, Sieta again. Artola, come on, somebody get it in the mixer. To Perez, to Baltazar, the shot's blocked. And Sieta, oh, Sieta. But he was offside. It's tense. We're coming into the final 5 minutes. Come on, boys, you've got to win this game. We should have been like 3-0 up already. Anyway, Artola. He's going to whip the cross in. Navarro heads it back to Portillo for some reason. Not sure why. Anyway, Macias knocks it out to Cisse. Cisse gets it in, but again, the defence are just that bit quicker. Oh, but we've beaten them to it. Baltazar scores yet again. Ooh, it's a review, though. They're having a look at Fran Navarro's position, and they've... Bloody VAR. They've disallowed the goal. Aren't we going to get a replay of that? My God, a 0-0 draw. I can't believe that we dominated that much and it was 0-0. Yep, that goes down as a big miss of a chance to win. Late goal, VAR coming into it, but it says it was a low-key affair. I thought it was a pretty tense game. So a draw for Malaga. It seems draws, it's the fashionable result for teams in the relegation battle, but Getafe play tomorrow, Eibar play tomorrow. We've got to keep an eye on those results. Oh, of course, how could I forget? Getafe and Eibar are playing each other. I guess the best result for us is if Eibar win. That'll take them above us in the table, I believe, but it will keep Getafe 5 points back, which is a crucial thing. Ooh, but Getafe win. Ooh, that is bad for us. Getafe move out of the relegation zone, but look, Getafe and Eibar on 27 points. We're on 29, and we've got Villareal and Valencia away to go. Of course, with all this focus on relegation, we've been ignoring the top of the table, and while Barcelona have just sealed the title, with a game to spare, and they did it in style with a Classico win, late drama, a goal on 90 plus 6 gives them the title. We've got the Monday night game this week, but first the Sunday fixtures to look at. We've got Vigo at home to Espanyol, Eibar playing Granada, Getafe away to Atletico Madrid. I just hope they all lose. And Granada getting the win over Eibar. It's going our way so far. What? Getafe won against Atletico Madrid away. Unbelievable. A Malaga win. Not enough for Malaga. They are relegated today along with Vigo. But now Eibar have dropped into the relegation zone. Getafe have leapfrogged us. We've got a game in hand, but it's away to Villareal. Right, so we're going back for the same kind of setup we had against Sevilla. Let's see if it can get us something. Just going to make a little switch for Artola to fullback support, something he's a bit more comfortable with. We've got to see if we can hold out for something here, get some points on the board. Of course, if we lose, that's not disastrous because we've still got a gap above Eibar, but then it all goes down to the last game and we're away to Valencia for that one as well, aren't we? And we're off then, match 3 of 4. It could be over actually today. We could put ourselves out of misery with an unlikely win. We'll see about that. Oh, it's a corner for Villareal, but we've cleared it. A chance for a break. Aitor to Perez, and he's got Baltazar with him. Oh, beautiful ball, split the defence. Baltazar, oh, the boy is just fantastic. He's scored in every game in this run-in. 3rd goal in 3 games. Beautiful counter-attacking football. Look at this ball from Perez. Just splits the 2 defenders. Beautiful. Oh, and an exquisite finish from Baltazar. Oh no, and just like against Sevilla, straight from the kickoff. It's another highlight. Are Villareal going to equalise immediately here? Oh, no, good. Banus held on to it. Wow, we got away with that. Right, we praise the team as we approach half-time, still with that 1-goal lead intact. Oh, we're halfway there, living on a prayer. Right, we've said no complacency. We've told Aitor again that he's rubbish. So Villareal have kicked off and we get a highlight immediately. They'll, of course, have been given a good bollocking by their manager at half-time and they'll be coming out looking to make an impact immediately. Come on, get the ball off them. Don't let them. Good. Now we're on for the break. Perez again. Is he going to split the defence once more? Not in that position, but he's running wide and he gets dispossessed. And now the counter-attack is on. It's Coronel with the equaliser. That's exactly what we didn't want to happen. A couple of substitutions. Justiniano coming on defence. Balde coming on the right wing. Just taking off someone on a yellow and someone who's underperforming as we come into the final 15 minutes. But it's a corner for Villareal. Late in the game. It just goes over. Right, we're holding out for a late substitution here into stoppage time. Final substitution. Who's it going to be? Does it really matter at this point? Fernandez will come on then for Crush because Crush is on a yellow. And that's the only reason why. So we've changed both centre-backs. Come on, referee, blow the whistle. It's another draw. That takes us back above Getafe. It gives us 3 points on Eibar. But it's not over yet because Eibar have got the better head-to-head results. Oh no, we're just a few days out, 4 days out from the game against Valencia, and Baltazar's out with a pulled groin, 5 to 6 days. I think he's been celebrating the end of the season a bit too early. So here we are, last round of fixtures. Survival beckons. Let's hope they're right. Thank you if you stuck with it this far in the episode. Through 3 matches, ready for match number 4. We've took it down to the wire. Thank you for sticking with the series this far into La Liga, into episode 55, 56 if we count those part 1, part 2 episodes from the transfer window a couple of seasons ago separately. Oh, this is big. Away to Valencia. I mean, we managed a point away to Villareal when we weren't expecting one, but then we didn't manage 3 points against Valladolid when we should have got them. Can we do it today? The only way we can go down, to be fair, is if we lose an Eibar win. And then we'll be level on points, but they'll go above us on that dumb head-to-head record rule. Baltazar is classed as not quite fully fit. But I think you've got to put him in the team. You've got to have him there. So that's what we're doing. Baltazar plays. And as you can see, we're going with a different tactical setup. We've used this at points in the season, and it's had mixed results. It's worked well for FC Andorra. So, let's give it a go. Let's mix things up, do something they're not expecting. So the match we will be keeping an eye on, Eibar are at home to Levante, so that is a game that's winnable for them, you have to say. Getafe are away to Malaga. That's got to be a winnable game as well. Okay, they're going for a 4-2-3-1. I've got to tell the team, we're underdogs. Let's go out and cause an upset. It did the trick last time. And we'll add in that we've got faith. Alright then, we're off. Our survival hangs on the next 85 minutes. Full corner. Perez whips it in. It comes to Portillo. Are we going to get something out of this? No, but Navarro's picked it up. Navarro, who's only scored 1 goal all season. That is. We're playing with 2 strikers. One who scored every game and one who can't score for Toffee. Anyway, we've got a chance here. Alves to Baltazar. Come on, Baltazar plays across to Navarro. His shot's blocked. Oh, that could have been the dream start. But now we've got Valencia on the counter. De La Vega just runs. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. He just ran through our defence like it wasn't there. Look at that. From deep in his own half. It just goes past that guy. They just leave him. And then the most ridiculous own goal ever. Oh, let's see if we can get something back here. Yes! Crushes it. Oh, we get the instant equaliser this time. Okay, we can breathe a sigh of relief for now. Beautiful play by Crush. You beautiful, beautiful man. Oof. Come on, boys. Alright, we can see, just checking the scores, Malaga, Getafe is 0-0 at the moment, and Eibar a 0-0 with Levante, so no goals elsewhere. But is there a goal coming here for Valencia? Ooh, close. That was close. I thought that was in. Right, another highlight here. But we've picked the ball up from the goal kick. Baltazar, what can you do with this, boy? What can you do with this? It's taking it wide. It's not what we normally see him do, but when he's got a strike partner, that's what he started doing. Portillo, we've played it back to Fleming, all the way back to the keeper. I don't like it when they do that. The rain's coming down in Valencia. We want to rain on Valencia's parade. Anyway, we've given it away. The long ball forward just didn't do it for us. And now Valencia tick-attacking about, but a mistake, and Navarro's through. Is he going to square it? Is he going to square it? No, he's going to shoot, and that's why he hasn't scored all season. Except for that one time he did score. Valencia now, soft goal to concede. They caught us unawares. Header at the far post. We're 2-1 down. Still no goals in the other relegation battles, as Alves looks to get us back in things here. Plays it into the centre, back to Alves, and he should have taken that. He had the space. He had the space to put that in front of him. But anyway, here comes Perez. Perez, the Andorran hero. Baltazar. He doesn't let us down. 4th goal in 4 key relegation clashes. Baltazar is a beast. Oh my God. And Perez, this was in the media before the game. That's his 12th assist of the season. That is an FC Andorra record for assists in a league season. So think about that for a minute. He's done that in La Liga when we're fighting a relegation battle. That shows how important he's been for us in terms of goals this season. But now we've got Valencia on the attack straight away. I wonder if this tactical choice of mine has really opened things up a bit too much. But anyway, we dealt with the threat, and now we're on the break. Baltazar running wide again. Yes, he can beat his man. He beats his second man, and I think we've got a penalty. It's VAR, or VAR robbed us in that game against Valladolid. Now, is it going to give us something in the game against Valencia? Come on. If it's not a penalty, is it a corner or a goal kick? Who knows? And it's a penalty. It's a penalty. I didn't get to pick the taker. I think it's going to be Guedes then. Guedes, no, it's Navarro. Navarro, he does it finally. He gets his second goal of the season. We're 3-2 up. Well, what has just happened? After 3 tense draws, we've got a bit of a goal fest going on here. Somehow, we're winning at Nuevo Mestalla. Well, we've got to guard against complacency. What else can we say? Dropping Aitor was a smart move. Let's get out there for the second half. I'm not changing anything at the moment. We'll see if Valencia, they didn't come right at us. There was no immediate highlight. Look, they've got a couple of players who are uninterested. That's a good sign. That's not a good sign. Maxi Gomez has just made it 3-3 in this absolutely mental game. Now, I've just spotted there that Eibar have taken the lead in their game, which really puts the pressure on here. I've just paused here. 21 minutes left. Look at this. Eibar, as I said, taking the lead. They're on 30 points. We're on 31. Getafe are on 31. This is going down to the wire. And it is Valencia now with a free kick. Oh, no. They've taken the lead 4-3. We've dropped into the relegation zone. Right, we've switched over to the 4-2-3-1. It's an attacking formation. We know that. It means Baltazar drops back a bit. We can always push him further up if needs be. We can bring these guys, Macias and Portillo, can play as attacking midfielders as well. So we're going to take a bit of a risk here and see if we can get something here. We've got to shout at them to get creative. That's always a good one to spam at this point. I'm going to bring on Sieta for Balde. Balde hasn't had a great game. And screw it, we'll put on Koulibaly. That could be the great story. That's what I'm hoping for. He's been useless since we signed him. Could he be the hero here? Right, we're just going to have to throw everything into it now. Complete wing-backs, boys. That's what you are now. Portillo is an attacking Mezzala. Everybody on attack. Everybody on attack. Baltazar, we're going to push up into his preferred position. Oh, here we go. We've got something here. It's a throw-in. Can we get something? Cisse crosses it. No. Now the brakes on. Valencia are going to sucker us here. Oh, no. It's all over. I think it's all over. Oh, not like this. That's it. Relegated. Relegated on the stupid head-to-head rule. Equal records in terms of won, drawn, lost. Equal points. We've got -32, they've got -34. Not great numbers, I know. But Eibar stay up, because they beat us once. Well, everyone put in a good performance, that's true, but over the course of the season, it just wasn't good enough. That means another season down in the second division. If we could have just got that win against Valladolid, that would have been 2 extra points on the board and it wouldn't have even come down to the final day. Or if we could have just drawn our 2 games with Eibar, it wouldn't have come down to this. Final day relegation. No, at least we got to sign that new contract beforehand. FC Andorra relegated. So, yeah, super low wage budget and transfer budget this time. I can't believe we pay out a bonus for that. Paying out a bonus to you guys. Well then, I'm getting relegated. Here's your bonus. Well, we're relegated, but it's a record high position. So, yeah, that's a bit strange. Got a few players. We might as well do a bit of end-of-season review now. Got a few players being added into the overall best 11. Elvis Balde and Paul Macias. All right. Baltazar, of course, the obvious pick as player of the season. Portillo and Crusher in there. Surprised we didn't get any Perez in there, but never mind. Goal of the season, Oscar Portillo against Getafe. Signing of the season, Baltazar. Young player of the season, Baltazar. We were expected to be relegated, and things went exactly as anticipated. According to them, that win against Valladolid early in the season, that was our glorious moment. Our moment to forget against Barcelona. Well, they only want the top half finish, and they want us to maintain a top half finish over the next few years. Well, I'm going to say, actually, can we negotiate that? Can we change that and say no? We can do better than that. I'm going to say we're going to reach the playoffs. Reach the playoffs or win promotion. If we haven't done it by then, there's no point in us being here. Okay, they've accepted the changes. We've got to set ourselves the targets to bounce back. Team meeting, I said, come on, stick around, stay with the team and we'll make the playoffs. And all these players are saying, you're being too ambitious. Come on. Well, we'll remember some of those names. Some of them are not first team players anyway. I mean, Hernandez, he gets a pass because he's an Andorran player. Fleming, I would appreciate him being a bit more positive. A lot of the other guys, though, are squad players. At least our main guys here, our Baltazars, our Perez's, our Guedez's and our Crushes, they're happy. Baltazar, with that run of goals, he finished the season as the third top scorer in the league. But he's on the relegated team. I wonder if we can hold on to him next season. Will he be willing to stick around? I don't know. But I do hope, viewers, that you will be willing to stick around despite our relegation. Looking at things, we're going to have to trim something off the wage budget because, we're on 242. We're going to have to drop that back a bit. We won't have much in the way of transfers. I think we're just going to have to prune the squad a bit. I do have some decent young players who are out on loan, so we'll be looking to bring them in. This is a chance to give some of those youngsters, like that guy Gomez who came through the youth intake a couple of seasons ago, give him some time in the first team. Things are going to look very different next season, and I hope you'll stick around for it. Well, first time I've been relegated in a YouTube series. I don't think I was ever relegated playing on the careers I covered back on the forums. So, we'll take some time to process it. We'll bounce back. We'll get there eventually. At least the Andorra national team's doing well. I'll quickly show you that. Quickly show you the Andorra national team, if I can click on them properly. Remember, we beat San Marino 7-0. Well, do you want to know what we did after that? We went to Bulgaria, to Sofia, and we beat them 3-2, which means, as things stand, there's a couple of matches coming up in a few days. Don't worry about them. As things stand, we're top of our World Cup qualifying group. That's the kind of hope we've got to hold on to for the club, as well as the country. But for now, I'm Dodgy Gamer. If you have made it this far, we'll give yourself a pat on the back and the Dodgy Gamer Gold Star for watching all of that. Please hit the like button, drop a comment down below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I'm Dodgy Gamer and I'll see you in the division below.